Well, moving on now, Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. Joining us now is Common Ground volunteer Joan Ruskamp from the Dodge area. How's everything in Dodge?
Good morning. Good. Dusty.
Yes,
I feel like I'm a little, I can feel in the dust more and more every day, I feel like.
Do you have allergies at all
No.
with that? Okay.
But I think it's just breathing in so much dust after a while, you just kind of deal with it.
You deal with it, yeah.
We could use some rain.
Oh man, yes.
Yeah. Well, today we're talking about sharing agricultural stories. What do you mean by that, Joan?
Well, you know, Common Ground, we're always looking to connect with anyone that's off the farm, no connection to the farm, to help them understand how we grow food, the things that we do to care for animals and land. There's a program that the Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation has had for years. It's called the Ag Pen Pal program. It allows a farmer to connect with a school teacher of fourth grade. It's usually fourth graders. And Steve and I have been doing this for a long time. We've had a teacher in Omaha, one in Lincoln, and now I have one at Newman Grove that we've had for several years. In fact, they're the ones who gave me the recipe idea that we'll have later. But what we do is we exchange letters. You know, we'll write letters back and forth. Usually I write the initial letter and I'll tell them who we are, where we live. And then they'll write back and they'll have questions like, do you have a dog? Do you have a horse? Do they live outside? How many cows do you have? What's your favorite color? So they're usually pretty simple things, or do you like sports? What's your favorite football team? Whatever they're into, that's usually what they ask us about. One student one year asked us, if you could have a CB handle, what would it be? And Steve said, well, tell them mine would be T-bone or something like that. And they just thought that was hilarious, you know, just things that relate to them. We had this teacher at Omaha that always got grant money to come and see us. And I didn't realize how important that was until a bus driver said, you have no idea. I remember when I went to a farm as a kid. I still remember that. We would have like live animals, a little petting zoo our 4-H'ers would bring in. They look at the feed, you know, like the difference of corn silage and earlage, you know, noticing what has more corn, but yet what cattle actually eat. You know, that these are things that we grow in Nebraska. We grow a lot of corn, and we can use a lot of this to feed cattle to produce beef, which is what we're really good at here. The other thing we can do is make necklaces, and my grandkids made them. They use like a cotton ball with water and a yarn, and they hang it around their neck, and it starts to sprout. And so my granddaughter and grandson actually planted theirs, and the stalks started growing. They got pretty high. I was really impressed for a single, you know, piece of corn, but just helping them understand and actually see how that root and that sprout go from both ends of that seed. They'll send us Christmas cards, and we had this one group out of Omaha that she used poetry. So teachers are trying to bring this into the classroom in other subject areas, which is huge. But we don't want any child to not have some connection to agriculture, just like we would love all of our adults through Common Ground have a connection to agriculture. And so this is sign-up time for the Farm Bureau program. If there's any teachers out there that want to connect with a farmer, or farmers that want to connect with teachers, we always need more. This is a time to call Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation and sign up. But yeah, I just love this because it's all about people. And so this one is crop, is what they used, you know, for their poem. Cattle, Ruskamp, oh so nice Ruskamp, people so awesome. And so what they remembered were us. And as they get older, that's what they'll remember are the people that they met.
That is cool.
Great connections.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Joan, for sharing all that.
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes too.